So how do you live a life that is fulfilled, happy, and it's just amazing, right? Now, I haven't lived long enough, 40 years of my life, to really be a specialist on knowing how to live a fulfilled, happy life, because I feel like I'm just barely getting started. But there is a study out there called the Good Life Study from Harvard. It's an 8-decade study. And the most recent director is Robert Waldinger. And you can listen to his TED Talk. And it's a top 10 watch TED Talk in the history of TED Talks, where he gave this speech about how do you have a healthy, happy, and fulfilled life. They did studies on people that were from all walks of life. And what they found was it's the amount of meaningful connections that you have, the quality of connections that you have with people. And that is what's congruent among all the subjects, is everyone who had a happy and healthy life, who believes they lived a great life, all had amazing, healthy relationships that were deep in connections. It wasn't fame, it wasn't money, it wasn't the job they had, and it was the people that they were around. Healthy and great life, fulfilled life. So I should ask you, how deep are the connections that you're making, right? You're making connections with people every day. We're making a connection right now. But how deeply do you know the person on the other line? Do you know about their goals, their dreams, their aspirations, their family, right? How well do you know them? And I urge that you have a connection with people. See, so much now with the internet, we're always connecting with different people all the time, but we never really get to make that deeper connection. When you see people on a webinar, get on a Zoom call with them. Getting on a Zoom call is not enough. You might have to get on multiple Zoom calls. Sometimes it takes years to develop a relationship. The next thing you should have is a growth mindset. A mindset that is always open to learning. You're open to growing. You're always educating. I feel like I'm a student for life. So I'm always learning about new things. And I don't just like to learn about the existence of it. I like to really deep dive into it and figure out if I'm going to do it, I need to know how it works. As a doctor, I have to figure out, okay, if I'm going to treat this person's neck or back or knee or shoulder, what are they doing outside of the office? It's not good enough to know what are they doing in the office. How am I going to treat them? But how are they taking care of themselves? What is their chemical status, which is their nutrition like? Physical? Are they doing their stretches and exercising? Mental? Do they believe that they can get better? Do they have people around them who can also believe that they can get better as well, right? How about their rest and sleep? How is that doing? And then, of course, we check their spine, their nervous system. So there's so many things that we get to know our patients on a deeper level. And when we're meeting new people for the first time, we should really get to know people on a deeper level. It's not so much, hey, what do you do? It's more like, what's your family life like? How'd you grow up? Did you grow up around here? You grew up somewhere else? You get long, deep, meaningful questions with the people that you work with, the staff that you have, and ultimately that you will build a much better relationship. And if that 80 years of studies have said anything, I don't know, there's no other study that has been that long who have studied the same group of people and their family members for 80 years. And I think that holds a lot of weight to it as well. So the next time you meet someone, if you feel like it's important to know them, and if you think that it's going to be a long-term relationship, it's got to be more than a hi. It's got to be, hey, what can I help you with? How can I provide value? What's your family life like? How'd you grow up? Ask deeper connection relationship questions. Until next time, guys, live a great life. I hope you are healthy and happy and are fulfilled. I'll talk to you later.